Zaxby's Sensation Salad is so much more than a plain old salad. It's a salad, which begs the question, at what point does a salad stop being a salad and become a salad? Is it when you add Zaxby's fried chicken to it? Crunchy wontons? Asian slaw? Citrus vinaigrette? Teriyaki glaze? Sweet and spicy sauce? Or is it when you top it all with a handmade perfectly fried egg roll? Without a doubt, the egg roll. The Sensation Salad, only at Zaxby's.
Real Life, Real Crime is a true crime podcast brought to you by Woody Overton and executive producer Toby Tomplay.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney prior to and during any questioning. You can't afford one, the court will appoint one for you. You understand your rights?
Your crime spree was over, son. Yeah, you thought you had it licked, but Detective Overton made your sugar turn to shit. Get ready, you're gonna do time. Real life, real crime.
Warning. This episode of Real Life, Real Crime, the podcast, may contain descriptions of acts of violence or that are of a sexual nature. It should be for people that are 18 years or older. Heed my warning, people. I did not get the facts of these cases off of the internet or from some television show. The facts we're retelling you were presented to us by the victims of the crimes or the perpetrators who committed the crimes against the victims. My description of the crime scenes are what I saw with my own two eyes. If you're going to get offended, please turn this podcast off now. Thank you.
Real life, real crime.
Do you experience stress or have anxiety or chronic pain or have trouble sleeping at least once a week? I do. And my big deal is not being able to sleep. And then I found Feels. Feels is a premium CBD delivered directly to your doorstep. Feels naturally helps reduce stress, anxiety, pain, and sleeplessness. Y'all, I take the Feels at nighttime, a couple of drops under the tongue, and I fall asleep. I wake up feeling refreshed. There's no hangovers, no addiction, and you feel the difference within minutes. Call the Feels up, and they have a CBD hotline. You'll get to talk to a real person who can help you with it. You join the Feels community to get Feels delivered to your door every month. You'll save money on every order, and you can pause or cancel at any time. Feels has me feeling my best every day, and it can help you too. Become a member today by going to feels.com/RLRC, and you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's FEALS.com/RLRC to become a member and get 50% automatically taken off your first order with free shipping. Feels.com/RLRC.
That I wasn't even really paying attention because he and I were talking about something to do.
Hey everybody, it's Woody Overton, the host of Real Life, Real Crime, the podcast. Here with my brother from another mother,
Jim Chapman with Local Leaders, the podcast.
Y'all, coming to you today, I just want to take a few minutes of your time and tell you, Jim and I were together today, a meeting of the minds, if you will,
Yeah.
and discussing things and working on some things. But one of the things I want to bring to the forefront, and I figured, hey, we're here in Jim's studio, and that's real quick, what's the name of the new company?
So Envision Podcast Studio Rentals is what I named my studio because we actually rent out our facility to other podcasters when we're not talking to local business owners all over this area. So Envision Podcast Studio Rentals.
Cool. And that's a new deal, y'all, especially, if you're in a local area and I get messages all the time, almost every day, people saying, hey, how can I start my own podcast? I'm telling
Absolutely.
Because not only do you do studio rentals, don't you help them select packages?
Yeah.
Stuff?
So one of the things I wanted to do when I got this facility was, in the back of my mind, I also had a lot of people coming up to me saying, man, I've always wanted to start a podcast, but I don't have the money for equipment. Right. I don't have the place, all those sorts of things. So, and even then I wouldn't know how to start. So what I did was I formed this company and I give them all the tools in order to be successful. Some people just want their recording on a jump drive and they take it home and they do all of that stuff themselves because they're knowledgeable.
Right.
Some don't want to mess with any of that. Exactly. So we do everything from build the website, if they want a website for their podcast, on down.
Right. Okay. So y'all, in case you don't know, Jim and I have been friends for almost 2 years.
It seems like forever.
Yeah. Jim got me to be a guest on Local Leaders podcast, and then he and his beautiful wife, Wendy, came to the first KREWE Bash, et cetera. But he's always been a huge supporter of Real Life, Real Crime, and, I've always been a huge supporter of Local Leaders and what he's doing. So, I mean, it's really good stuff. And then I actually came back on again, and then Cindy and I came on together, her first ever podcast, and that's my wife.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was outstanding. So, but this is how, and raw and unscripted, but we'll get to the point of the matter today. But other than this, kind of just a jam session. But we had the second KREWE Bash coming up on June the 19th at the Texas Club. And y'all, if you don't know what the KREWE Bash is, it's an adult-only party where we celebrate, like the first year we were celebrating my 50th birthday and 1 million downloads and winning Podcast of the Year award. And this year we're, celebrating hopefully the down end of COVID and getting to do a live show again. So we missed it. It should have been in February. At our 1 year mark, Jim, I know we had 1 million listens, and our 2 year mark we had 4 million.
Yeah,
so
amazing.
We had a lot of stuff to celebrate. We couldn't do it because of COVID. They shut us down, but we're coming back June 19th, Texas Club. I'm going to take the stage and do a never before heard adult only version, somewhat crowd interactive podcast. I know you and your bride are going to be there, right?
Yes,
and then but. Y'all, it came to it, but I believe in Lopa, the Louisiana Organ Procurement Agency, and I said, you know what, we need to do a raffle to raise some money for Lopa. They're a nonprofit, and
spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. The busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. Gifts to spark joy, wonder, delight, and that's exactly what I wanted feeling. Hey, y'all, I ordered a super cool piece. It's a candle with a sculpture of LSU's Tiger Stadium on top of it. And each officially licensed laser-cut wooden replica features up to 4 layers of detail, creating a bird's eye view of a specific football field, seating section, and more. And every label includes your stadium's name, the team's logo, and school location. And it has a coconut, soy, vegan wax infused with sandalwood smell that creates tailgates and touchdown scent profile, reminiscent of game day. It's invigorating like fresh cut grass and nostalgic like smoke from a pre-game grill, and calming like the crisp autumn air of a new semester on campus. Y'all, I love it. I have it at the base of my TV, and I'm ready to watch the Tigers play on Saturday night, right? Uncommon Goods. Look, when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. And many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches. So shop now before they sell out this holiday season. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the U.S. They have the most meaningful, out of the ordinary gifts anywhere. They even have gifts you can personalize. From holiday host and hostess gift to the coolest finds for kids to hits for everyone from the book lovers to diehard sports fans. Uncommon Goods has something for everyone, not the same old selection you can just find anywhere. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. So to get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/RLRC. That's uncommongoods.com/RLRC for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. Hey ladies, are you feeling overwhelmed by hormonal changes? Well, you're definitely not alone. There are more than 1,000 hormone disruptors living in our environment right now. It's in your food, your water, the air you breathe, the clothes you wear, your skincare products. They all mess with your hormones. Then there's the natural hormone changes your body goes through, premenopause, menopause. And while it's a natural process, it doesn't mean you have to suffer through it. The good news is you don't have to suffer through it anymore because now you have Hormone Harmony, a formula made only with herbal ingredients that are shown to reduce hormonal symptoms in women of all ages. Hormone Harmony is not just a hormone supporting supplement, it's become a phenomenon. Women can't stop talking about it on social media. A bottle of Hormone Harmony is sold every 24 seconds. And the biggest benefit? Well, my wife says it makes her feel like her own self again. And that's what women mention over and over in the reviews. And there are over 30,000 reviews for Hormone Harmony. And for a limited time, you can get 15% off your entire first order at happymammoth.com. Just use code RLRC at checkout. That's happymammoth.com and use code RLRC for 15% off today. That's happymammoth.com and use code RLRC. So the Captain Calvin Duvalle of Duvalle's Cajun Charters I got to go fishing with him. He took me and my two boys fishing. Best experience ever down in Delacroix, man. And Jim, you and I are going to have to go one day. The beautiful country and everything, all top of the line equipment, service, the whole 9 yards. Well, his mama was a double lung transplant recipient, if I said that correctly, and through Lopa and lived for 5 more years. And so I didn't know the idea came about because he called me and he heard Lopa on the podcast. He was like, I want to donate a trip. It's your fans. If you'll come down and you'll fish with them for the day, I'll donate the trip. And I said, well, if you'll donate the trip, then I'll get the lodging for them the night before. Well, y'all, the last time I was on with Cindy on your show, just in the middle of the show, Jim Chapman says, well, they're going to need someone to take those fish home in, Aren't they? Because Captain Duvalle cleans them. And I said, yeah. And he said, well, tell me what you said. Well,
I wanted to give a 125 quart ice chest from YETI and throw that into the mix. And
amazing.
You know, Captain Duvalle and Woody are such good people. Captain Duvalle actually reached out to me and thanked me for that as well. Yeah, and just an amazing organization Lopa is, and I'm just proud to take part, Woody Overton.
It was awesome, bro. I appreciate it. And it got even better that day because the Miss Tiffany was here.
Yes.
And she says, it's Tiffany with HomeKey Mortgage.
Yes, Tiffany Seacard.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tiffany Seacard, real sweetheart, y'all, with HomeKey Mortgage. She says, I want to add an ice chest to that too.
Yeah, matched me.
I matched it. So what we did is we're going to take Tiffany's and HomeKey Mortgages and the drawing now instead of, the drawing more from Calvin wanted to give a fish trip. I added the lodging. You added a super fine ice chest, and then Tiffany added another super fine ice chest. I'm like, this is awesome, right? We're going to make some money for Lopa, who are being heroes and saving lives. So it's that's how we started. And I just want to talk about that today, y'all. The tickets are $15 for one ticket.
Yeah.
Or
10 tickets for $100.
That's right,
So you
that's
get a little price break there if you
Right.
buy a package of 10 tickets, and they're going hot.
Yeah,
you know?
they really are, y'all. They're going hot and hard. Jim Chapman has been selling the fire out of them too, and we've had a lot of success with it. And at the end of the day, y'all, it's well over $2,000 worth of stuff, but you can't put a price tag on the experience of getting to go down to Delacroix and getting to have you can't get any more southern Louisiana than that. And getting to have the nature and the fishing and the good time that we're going to have hanging out. But it's all for a worthy cause.
Yeah, absolutely. It's you can't really find a better cause than Lopa. Just an organization that has a great reputation. And to tell you how much the world of podcasting works when it comes to that type of advertising or whatever you want to call it, is I wasn't familiar with Lopa before Woody started talking about it. Right. And I am now an organ donor, and that is all because of Woody and his passion for Lopa.
Yeah. And I came to it, being a homicide detective over the years, there were a couple cases, and lifers, I still get questions about what happened to Jackie case. But there are certain people, that ended up being homicide victims that they had on the ventilator stuff long enough to where they were able to take their organs. And then I had another homicide victim they used all her organs. And I think her heart went to a brain surgeon in California. Wow. So, but I had known about it. But when Lopa had me on, I started with it. Lori Steele and Lopa had me on their podcast. And that little mama got on there and told how her, I think it was a 5-month-old baby that got killed in a wreck. All the baby's organs went to people.
Amazing.
And shit made me cry.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then I said, you know what, this is my cause from now on. So, but man, it just goes to show you how it works. But y'all, we're going to draw the winner. Me and Jim Chapman, Captain Calvin Duvalle. Yes. And that's going to be a meeting of the minds too. Captain Duvalle's got that deep coon ass, and that's not a negative term, y'all. If you're Cajun, but he's a strong Cajun. We're gonna get on the stage, and and Tiffany, we can get her there to draw for her ice chest. So we'll get on stage and we're gonna draw it live. Now we're gonna get everybody to go live on Facebook to show it. And hopefully that'll be the only part they show of the show.
Yeah, that's right.
And show it, and somebody's gonna win.
What happens at the KREWE stays at the KREWE.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no doubt. And then, so anyway, it's important. It's an important cause. And Jim Chapman, I just wanted to tell you thanks again. And y'all, Jim is local leaders, the podcast. You've got to go check it out. Probably the best interview. One-on-one interview that I've ever had done.
Thank you for that.
Both times, and obviously he does his homework. But look, he covers everything, y'all, from the podcast. So tell him about some of your guests.
Yeah, so I have a wide array of guests. I interview leaders in the community, whether it be nonprofits are certainly leaders in the community. So I do a lot of that. I do a ton with business owners, and my moniker is every business owner has a story, and I want to tell it.
Yeah. And it's a different types of business. So it's almost
correct.
Whatever you're into or whatever you need, Jim Chapman's pretty much had him on the show, or is going to have him on the show.
That's right. I've had everybody from Buddy's Barbecue, Mickey Watson, shout him out. I've had Tiffany Seacard at HomeKey Mortgage. I have had Jeff Taylor, the assessor. So political leaders in our community. So that our focus on our show is to basically get somebody's whole story, where a news, if you're on the news, they may talk about what's going on right there in your life at that point in time. My goal was to get the whole story of who that person is. Right.
And it just came to me while you're talking that, one of the things you do that I like, and I think it's so professional, and now that you have your own studios and everything else, but you do the video.
Yes.
And that's something I've been remiss on Real Life, Real Crime with. So you can go and you can look up, let's say you're not into the parish assessor, but you're looking for whatever, go look up Local Leaders Podcast. Tell them where they can find you so they can.
Yeah. So on YouTube, it's youtube.com/Local Leaders Podcast. It'll pull it up right there.
Really
on Instagram, same thing. You can really go to Google and just punch it.
Hey, y'all, let me tell you about Gobble. All Gobble meal kits are pre-prepped. That means less work for you and less waste in your kitchen. Their meal kits include everything you need so you can save time at the store or just skip that trip entirely. I got the box in and I had 3 different meals. I had a Kung Pao chicken, crispy fish tacos, and a beef bourguignon, however you say it. But let me tell you about the classic beef bourguignon. Look, it came with beef pot roast and a beef broth concentrate, red wine demi-glace, cremini mushrooms, cipollone onions, mashed potatoes, baby carrots, and rosemary thyme butter. It was so easy to make. Literally like 15 minutes it took Cindy. And let me tell you something, and all the dishes were fire, but this thing was like a taste explosion in my mouth. It's just unreal. We've got to spend more time together and more time doing the things we love because everything came in this one single box right to my door. So see what a difference Gobble will make for your household. Right now, they're offering my listeners a fantastic limited time deal. You get $120 off across 4 boxes plus free shipping and free cookies. And let me tell you, those cookies, I ate one that was sin baked and it was delicious. Go to gobble.com/real life. That's GOBBLE.com/real life for $120 off your first 4 boxes. This offer is not available on the home site, so don't miss out. This is genius. It's taste explosions in your mouth like you never had.
Up and it'll pull up all my stuff. Facebook, what I'm after right now is likes. Those seem to be the hardest things to get. I've got, I'm grateful for every single one I've got, but we want as many as we can get. So please support like that page.
Yeah, and y'all, I've been on there several times, but the thing is, whatever it is that they're interested in, especially if they're local, I would think almost in any category, you can go there and you not only find out about the product these people have, but who the people are themselves. I'm about people like you,
yes,
are, right?
Yes.
And I know if I'm going to back somebody, if I'm going to interview them, whatever, it's because I believe in them. It's just like I believe in Lopa.
Yes, so. Yes. And let me say something that I would like to say to the crew, to the real life, real crime people, and that is how welcoming they are. It's amazing and I've been a lifer.
Yeah, I was going to say you've been
just about the beginning.
Lifer.
I have been a fan of Woody Overton since just about the beginning, and I'll tell you what I love about our little group is that we're almost like a family, right, Woody?
Absolutely. It's crazy, and like you got to see it last year at the KREWE Bash. Just like you see all these names every day, then they get to put the face with the names, and we have lifers coming in from all over the United States of America for the KREWE
amazing.
Bash. And that y'all, if you want, this is going to come out probably before this week's episode. If you want to get tickets for the KREWE Bash, then you better go get them because when they gone, they gone. There won't be any Woody at the last minute.
And it's close.
The last KREWE Bash that happened, and when we sold out, and then we got all my friends calling them, hey man, give me tickets. I'm like, dude, I can't. The fire marshal's not going to let any more people in, right?
It was off the hook.
Yeah, but this one, the Texas Club, y'all. There's not a bad spot in the house where the place we were last year, there were audio issues, et cetera, whatever. This place is set up. They've been doing it longer. Well, I can't say longer than I'm alive, but close to it.
Yeah.
And everybody famous played there from Garth Brooks to George Strait to, over the years. So it's a concert hall. But anyway, the tickets.
Made for what you do.
Exactly right. Yeah. Go to eventbrite.com. It's $40 a ticket, y'all. But let me tell you why. When I get done, I'm gonna be there signing autographs and taking pictures all night long until I get to meet everybody. But when I get done, another local favorite, Chase Tyler, who is a 2-time, I don't know how, I still forgot to ask him, 2-time Louisiana Country Music Hall of Fame inductee. is going to take the stage with the Chase Tyler band and blow off the roof. And man, if you haven't seen their show, it's not just a show. They have the lights, they have the sounds, they got all the special effects. It's a concert.
Yes.
So that's going to be a real treat, and he'll do that. And there is a rumor that Woody Overton might get on the stage and sing one song with Chase Tyler. And if that happens, it's going to be really bad. So anyway, $40, get them while they last. But more importantly, Lopa tickets, y'all, Louisiana Organ Procurement Agency. You can go to realliferealcrime.com, and they're in the store. You can purchase them there, or you can get it like Jim's friends at Beauty Barn Nutrition.
Yes, yeah, right there across from Hancock and Whitney Bank.
I think Miss Rachel
in
was her
Denham.
name. Was that
right?
Rachel
Henry.
Rachel, she was a real sweetheart. Got to meet her today. But I know Captain Duvalle has some sell whatever y'all, but it's a huge deal, and just wanted to get on here and shoot the breeze with my homeboy.
Yes,
and then while we were together, and his. Yeah, hey, if I needed to rent a studio, if I didn't have what I had already, you better believe this is professional. It's a lot better in my setup. We have this same equipment. You have better microphones and lights. Jim Chapman's got me beat, y'all.
I don't know about that.
So go check it out. Local Leaders, a podcast. We will always support Jim Chapman and what he's doing. And as you have
thank you
us,
very much.
I appreciate it.
I really do appreciate it. And the one more thing is, I'll be at the KREWE Bash and supporting, for two reasons. One, I love it.
Right.
And two, I'm supporting my friend Woody Overton. And so I'll be there. I'll be a bald headed guy. Don't hesitate to come up to me and slap me in the back of my bald head.
They're going to get to see you on stage.
That's right.
On stage.
That's right.
Let me tell you this. I didn't know until last night, but congratulations are due or in an order, and I'm going to put you on the spot. The Jim worked for a fantastic company.
Yeah, Farrell Cajun Paint Company. They've been around for over 120 years.
Yeah, and for how many years did you work for them?
I worked for 20 plus years, almost 21.
Right. But Jim just retired.
Yeah, and I'm only 46.
No, I did it when I was 43. So about 3 on that. But now he is full-time Local Leaders, the podcast, Envision
Podcast Studio Rentals,
and then everything else.
Yeah, right? And a Hellraiser to boot.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I said, hey, retirement just means you work harder than you ever did.
That's right.
But I am so excited for you and to see what you're going to do.
Thank you, sir.
Golly, I've been there, and it's so. And it's awesome, and congratulations to you.
I appreciate you.
To Wendy for being such a superwoman and standing behind you like Cindy did me.
Absolutely.
Anyway, y'all, I guess that's about it. You got anything you want to say?
Thank you so much for all your support, and I can't wait for the freaking KREWE Bash.
Yes, indeed, it's gonna be a night to remember, and so y'all, that's it. Lopa. KREWE Bash, your tickets on both of them. Jim Chapman, the Jim Chapman, Captain Duvalle, Miss Tiffany Sicard, HomeKey Mortgage, all stepping up and donating. Again, we appreciate that. And y'all, all proceeds go to Lopa, and they save lives every day. So, but I guess that's it.
Yeah.
So,
do your little sign off. I got to hear it until next time or whatever.
Your name is
Jim Chapman with Local Leaders, the podcast.
And I'm Woody Overton, your host of Real Life, Real Crime, the podcast. Until next time or ever, don't let Jim and I catch you down on murder. Bye. Peace.
Get ready, you're gonna do time. Real life, real crime.
Real Life, Real Crime is a true crime podcast brought to you by Woody Overton and executive producer Toby Tomplay.
Holiday magic is in the air at iFly Indoor Skydiving. Imagine unwrapping the experience of flight iFly is the perfect unique gift for anyone who wants to turn their dream of flying into a joyful reality. It's unforgettable fun for all ages. Save over 35% with iFly's limited-time holiday gift voucher flight packages. Turn dreams into unforgettable moments with the gift of flight. Go to iFlyWorld.com to purchase your holiday gift vouchers. That's iFlyWorld.com.